Eala Nation, the moment of truth has arrived. Today, the city of Dubai is witnessing something historic. While the world was focused on the major withdrawals of Iga Swiatek and Aryna Sabalenka, the tournament organisers have made a massive statement. They have placed our champion, Alex Eala, on the prestigious centre court for her opening match of the Dubai 1000. This isn't just a match, it's a global spotlight on the fastest rising star in Asian tennis. But who is standing across the net? It's none other than the American powerhouse Hailey Baptiste, and let me tell you, this isn't a random draw. This is a story of revenge, grit and redemption. Hailey Baptiste is currently ranked world number 39, just one single spot ahead of Alex, who made history last week by hitting world number 40. Baptiste entered this main draw as a lucky loser after the withdrawal of world leaders, but don't let that title fool you. She is coming off a massive semi-finals run in Abu Dhabi and is playing the best tennis of her career. She is hungry, she is dangerous, and she is looking to reclaim her dominance. However, there is a reason why the locker rooms in Dubai are whispering about Alex Eala. We have the psychological edge. The last time these two met was in the qualifiers of Eastbourne in 2025, and it was an absolute war. Alex lost the first set in a tiebreak, but she refused to back down. She clawed her way back to win the second set in another tiebreak, and then completely crushed Baptiste 6-1 in the third. That match showed the world that Alex Eala doesn't just play tennis, she survives battles. Hailey Baptiste has been waiting for months to settle this score, but Alex is standing in her way with more confidence than ever before. Why is this match different? Because Alex Eala is entering this stadium completely fresh. While Hailey had to grind through the qualifying rounds on consecutive days, Alex has been resting and training at the elite Dubai facilities. She has had time to study Hailey's big serve and her aggressive baseline game. We saw Alex struggle in Doha last week, but that loss was a wake-up call. Her coaching team has spent the last few days fine-tuning her return game, specifically to neutralize Hailey's power. The stakes today are sky-high. If Alex wins this match, she doesn't just advance to the round of 32, she secures a massive 65 ranking points. This could be the push she needs to finally break into the top 35 and secure a seeded spot for the upcoming Grand Slams. The Philippine flag is flying high at the Aviation Club Tennis Center, and with thousands of Filipinos expected to fill the stands tonight, the atmosphere will be like a home match in Manila. So what is the game plan? How does Alex stop a player who is ranked higher and seeking revenge? Stay tuned, because in the next part we are going to break down the tactical blueprint Alex is bringing to center court. This is the start of the Dubai War, and Eala is ready for the frontline. Now we move from the hype of the stadium to the cold, hard strategy on the court. In tennis, especially at this level, knowing your opponent's history and style is 90% of the battle. As we discussed in part 1, the head-to-head between Alex Eala and Hailey Baptiste stands at 1-0 in favor of the Philippines. But to understand how Alex can repeat that victory on the fast, hard courts of Dubai, we have to look back at that legendary match in Eastbourne. In that clash, Alex showed her nerves of steel. Despite losing a heartbreaking first-set tiebreak, she didn't crumble. She stayed aggressive, forced a second-set tiebreak, and then completely ran away with the third set 6-1. The stats from that match tell a fascinating story. Alex won a massive 71% of her second-serve points, compared to Baptiste's 47%. This is a huge tactical detail. In Dubai, where the air is thin and the ball travels fast, the serve is everything. If Alex can protect her second serve and keep Baptiste guessing with her lefty slices, she can neutralize the Americans' power game. But make no mistake, Hailey Baptiste is a different player in 2026. She is coming into this match as the world number 39, sitting just one spot above Alex. She recently made a deep run to the semi-finals in Abu Dhabi and has been competing against top 10 giants like Coco Gauff and Ekaterina Alexandrova. Hailey's game is built on high-intensity ground strokes. She hits the ball flat and hard, trying to rob her opponent of time. However, this is exactly where Alex's training at the Rafa Nadal Academy comes into play. Alex is a master of pace absorption. She doesn't just hit the ball back, she uses the opponent's power to redirect the ball into sharp, cross-court angles that leave power hitters like Baptiste scrambling. The real battle today will be on the return of serve. Alex has a statistically superior return game, winning nearly 53% of return points in their previous encounter. Hailey Baptiste can be prone to double faults when under pressure. She hit 7 in their last meeting. Alex's goal will be to stand deep on the first serve to get the ball back in play, but step inside the baseline for the second serve to put immediate pressure on Hailey. By making every service game a dogfight, Alex can wear down Baptiste both physically and mentally. Another factor we cannot ignore is fatigue. Hailey Baptiste has already played 2 qualifying matches on consecutive days in Dubai. While she won her first against Zhang Shuai, she actually lost her second to Rebecca Esramkova before getting into the main draw as a lucky loser. This means Hailey might be feeling the physical toll of the Dubai heat. On the other hand, Alex Eala is fresh. She's had days to recover from Doha, to practice on the centre court, and to mentally prepare for this specific opponent. In a 3-set match, those fresh legs could be the deciding factor in the final hour. So the tactical blueprint is clear: target the second serve, redirect the power, and win the fitness battle. Alex knows that if she can survive the early storm of Hailey's big ground strokes, the match will shift in her favour. But there's one more element that could change everything: the crowd factor. In the next part, we are going to look at why the Filipino community in Dubai is being called Alex's third coach, and how their energy is already rattling the competition. Don't go anywhere, because the atmosphere is about to get intense. If you walked into the Aviation Club Tennis Centre today, you wouldn't feel like you were in Dubai. You would feel like you were right in the heart of Manila. There is a reason why the tournament organisers scheduled Alex Eala's match against Hailey Baptiste for centre court at 11:00 p.m. Manila time. They know that the 700,000-strong Filipino community in the UAE is ready to turn this stadium into a roaring sea of blue, red and yellow. We saw a glimpse of this in Abu Dhabi and Doha, but Dubai is different. The crowd here doesn't just watch, they participate. This Barangay Spirit has become Alex's secret weapon. We've heard reports that as soon as Alex's name was upgraded to the main draw, ticket sales among the overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, skyrocketed. These fans aren't just here to see a celebrity, they are here to support a Kababayan who is representing their dreams on the global stage. For many of these workers, Alex Eala is a symbol of hope and hard work, and that emotional connection creates an atmosphere that can be incredibly intimidating for any opponent, especially for Hailey Baptiste. Imagine being in Hailey Baptiste's shoes. She's used to quiet, polite crowds in the US or Europe, but tonight, every winner Alex hits will be met with a deafening roar. Every long rally will be accompanied by chants of "Let's go Alex" and "Laban Pilipinas." We saw this happen at the Australian Open earlier this year on Court 6, where the crowd was so loud that even seasoned journalists were shocked. While the umpires might appeal for quiet, that energy is impossible to ignore. It breathes life into Alex when she is tired, and it puts a massive psychological burden on her opponent to stay perfect. However, there is a double-edged sword to this massive support. Alex himself has admitted in recent interviews that sometimes the attention can be overwhelming. She feels the responsibility of not letting her fans down. We saw her handle this with incredible maturity after her loss in Doha, where she stayed on court for nearly an hour just to sign autographs and take selfies with the fans who had waited for her. That connection is what makes her different. She isn't playing for herself, she is playing for every Filipino who has ever felt like an underdog. Tactically, Alex needs to ride this wave of energy without letting it break her focus. Her team at the Rafa Nadal Academy has been training her to use the crowd's noise as a trigger for her intensity. When the crowd roars, she shouldn't get distracted. She should use that adrenaline to fire a faster serve or a deeper ground stroke. This emotional synergy between a player and their people is something rare in tennis, and in Dubai it reaches its peak. In the next part, we are going to look at the global stakes. We'll analyze how this specific match in Dubai is being watched by scouts and sponsors in the USA and Europe. Why is the Eala brand suddenly becoming a multi-million-dollar story? And what does she need to do to secure those life-changing endorsements before she heads to the Miami Open? Stay tuned, because the business of Alex Eala is just as exciting as the tennis. While the world is watching her every move on the centre court of Dubai, scouts and major brands from the USA and Europe are watching her through a very different lens. They aren't just looking at her backhand, they are looking at her marketability. As of early 2026, Alex has officially become one of the most visible young athletes in the world, and her performance this week in the Dubai 1000 is directly tied to a sponsor war that is currently unfolding behind the scenes. Think about this: at just 20 years old, Alex has already secured a portfolio of blue-chip partners that many veterans would envy. She has been an ambassador for Globe Telecom since she was 8, she's outfitted by Nike, and she plays with Babolat rackets. More recently, giants like Bank of the Philippine Islands, BPI, and locally Juice have joined her team to champion Filipino resilience. But why is Dubai so critical? Because the American market, specifically the decision-makers for the Miami Open and Indian Wells, are looking for the next big star to bridge the gap between Asian and Western tennis. A win tonight against Hailey Baptiste, an American player, would be a massive signal to the US markets. It would prove that Alex doesn't just dominate in the East, she can dismantle the best the US has to offer. We've seen viral rumors of multi-million-dollar deals with luxury brands like Levi's or even LVMH. While many of these are still unverified social media, clickbait, the fact that her name is being linked to these global icons shows just how high her brand value has soared. Every time she steps on court with that Sampaguita-inspired Nike gear, she is selling a story of people power that resonates from Manila to New York. The financial stakes this week are also life-changing. By reaching the main draw in Dubai, she has already guaranteed herself a significant payday. But if she makes a deep run, she could bank over $50,000 to $100,000 in a single week. For a player who has already surpassed $1.5 million in career prize money by early 2026, this isn't just about the bank account, it's about seed capital. This money allows her to keep her world-class coaching staff, her specialized physiotherapists, and her travel team from the Rafa Nadal Academy at the highest possible level. But with this global fame comes a shadow side, misinformation. We've seen fake claims about billion-dollar contracts from Abu Dhabi billionaires or $45 million offers from racket brands. These stories thrive because the world wants Alex to succeed so badly. However, the real story is much more inspiring. She is building her empire brick by brick, win by win. She is the first ever Filipina to be a direct entry into all 4 Grand Slams, and that direct entry status is what brands crave. It guarantees visibility on the world's biggest stages without the uncertainty of qualifying rounds. In the final part of this series, we are going to look at the final verdict. We'll give you the exact live countdown to her match tonight, the final scouting report on her conditioning, and why this specific Sunday in Dubai might be remembered as the day Alex Eala officially joined the elite circle of tennis royalty. Don't go anywhere, the Battle of Dubai is just moments away. This is it, Eala Nation. The time for speculation is over, the tactical boards have been cleared, and the Sunday night war in Dubai is about to ignite. As we stand on the brink of this massive opening round clash between Alex Eala and Hailey Baptiste, the atmosphere at the Aviation Club Tennis Centre is reaching a fever pitch. Today, Sunday, it isn't just another day on the tour. It's the day we find out if Alex Eala can turn a golden opportunity into a historic breakthrough. The final scouting report is in, and the verdict is clear. While Hailey Baptiste is ranked just 1 spot above Alex at world number 39, she's walking into a trap. Not only does Alex hold a 1-0 head-to-head advantage from their brutal battle in Eastbourne, but she is entering this match with fresh legs. Hailey has been grinding through the qualifiers, while Alex has been absorbing the energy of Dubai, waiting for this exact moment. The experts are predicting a high-intensity battle, but the edge goes to the Filipina star. Why? Because Alex knows how to break Hailey's rhythm. She knows that if she can survive the first 20 minutes of power hitting, the Americans' fatigue and pressure will start to show. For those of you watching from home, the countdown has officially begun. The match is scheduled for the center court. You can catch the live action on ESPN and the Tennis Channel in the USA, and for our fans in the Philippines, keep your eyes on TAP Sports and Sky Sports. This is the match that could define her month. A win tonight doesn't just mean prize money, it means 65 ranking points that could catapult her into the top 35 of the world rankings. To the Filipinos in Dubai, tonight you are the third coach. Your cheers, your flags, and your Laban Alex chants are the fuel that will push her through the tough juice games. Let Hailey Baptiste feel like she's playing in Manila. Let the world see what happens when the Barangay Power takes over a WTA 1000 event. Alex Eala recently said, "This year is about dreaming big, and tonight in Dubai that dream is within reach." She is no longer the underdog from a small tennis nation. She is the world number 40, a Rafa Nadal Academy standout and a global icon for millions. The giants like Sabalenka and Swiatek may have left the building, but the real star of the night is just getting started. I want to hear from you one last time before the first serve. Type Eala win in the comments if you believe she's taking this in straight sets. Hit that notification bell because as soon as the final point is won, I'll be back with the most explosive post-match analysis you've ever seen. The stage is lit, the crowd is ready, and the champion is focused. It's time for war, it's time for history. It's time for Alex Eala, Laban Alex, Laban Pilipinas.